me, Sety. If you want to learn more about me, you can watch the video titled Who Am I in my channel again. I teach English to young learners, and this video is for the ones who are about to become an English teacher or who are new teachers. Welcome to the world of young learners, my friends. You are the greatest loved ones by the kids from now on. I'm not going to say do this or do that. Instead, I want to inspire you to love your job more and more. You are the ones who will change the pupils' lives. Not just the kids, but also their parents as well. Okay, so apart from the sensitive talks, let's come to the reality. Teaching English to young learners is quite different and challenging, but full of adventures. At the end of every day, when you come home, you'll be complaining about the aches with your legs and, your headache, but also you will be telling all the great stories to the other people at home. You will be saying, you know what happened today? You know what this guy said today? You know what this boy did today? You will have so many different stories to tell to your family members. Okay, you will love them. When we are teaching English to young learners, we are not really teaching. You know that. Natural language acquisition. I know that every one of you out there watching this video now has a great training program in the universities. However, when you start teaching in the practice, things might get different. You are the greatest model of the language for the kids. That's why you need to speak the language. You need to use the language appropriately. And I'm really against the idea that, I'm really sorry to say this, the teachers who use the better language are always chosen to teach in the secondary or high school level. When you look at the other side, you can sometimes see that the teachers who cannot use the language appropriately enough are chosen to teach in the kindergarten or in the primary. Why? These years are the most critical years of learning the language. That's why I think the teachers who are working with the younger learners need to have the strongest language. I really admit that we are not the natural speakers of that language, but we are the models of that language. That's why we are also still learning the important roles of the language, aren't we? So whatever you do, always focus on your language in the classroom. The mistakes that you make can lead some worse problems for the kids. As you understand from the title, natural language acquisition, it needs to be natural. I mean, I sometimes hear my colleagues saying, I am going, like in the intonation of this, I am reading, I am going. Okay, sometimes to emphasize the rules, you can do this, but when you are using the language naturally, it needs to be as natural as possible. Why don't you say, I'm reading, I'm reading, I'm singing? You can do that. However, there is an important thing that we need to know. We should have a balance of our language and the speed and the vocabulary choice. That's why there are some classroom language tips. This is the book that I want to suggest you. Ida Narses is very well known in this area. She is the teacher of our teachers. No, she's not that old. She's the youngest of all. There's lots of things to learn from her. So this is her book. You can find lots of activities when you're working with the kids in the classroom, and also there are some tips for you to use the language more appropriately. How can I say? There are even tips, 101 ways to praise a child. We always say, good job, well done. But see, there are more to say. Let me choose one of the interesting one. You have a wonderful smile. Or exceptional performance. Look, when you think that young learners, you don't expect them to learn some words like exceptional, but use them. Use them so that they can have an understanding of the future learning. It's going to be great for their future learning. So, hip hip hooray! I love it! So this is a book that I want to suggest you. You can get it. And I know, and I'm sure that it will help you a lot. In your first years, my friend, you will have so many different experiences, good and bad ones, but focus on the good ones. Always love what you're doing. And remember that you are in this journey with the parents of your students. You need to have good relationships with them. Always be patient and try to tell what you know and try to look professional. I know you can do that. And in the classroom, insist on using the language. I know you will have so many different problems that you need to speak the native language, but once you break the leg, you're going to have so much fun and you will understand that, oh, my kids are able to understand all the messages that I'm trying to give them. You will learn it in time and your students will learn your strategies, your type of teaching style, and then in time you will have a great experience with them. Teachers can also make mistakes. Learning a language requires making mistakes. So your students will learn that. My teacher is also a learner of the language, and he or she is showing me the way. And as my teacher said, the best teacher who knows how to learn the language is the one who has gone the same path as the students are about to go. You don't need to be a native speaker of that language, but you know the process of how you learn the language, and your students will have almost the same experiences. You know it better than everyone. So be confident, have fun, enjoy teaching language to the young learners. Please do follow me on Instagram to get more inspiration, and also I want to get inspirations from you. Please subscribe to my channel to learn more about the tips and some games, some ideas, how to teach English to young learners. And in this YouTube channel, you can find a playlist which is designed just for the teachers. There are some other videos out there. Please do watch them. I hope you found this video quite fruitful for yourself. And stay tuned! I love you, but I leave you. Have a nice day!